Today I'm talking about the new emotionally devastating Netflix film, His Three Daughters. This stars Carrie Coon, Natasha Lyonne, and Elizabeth Olsen. The basic premise is these three grown women are waiting for their dad to die whilst in hospice care. And of course they're dealing with all of the emotions from just their father dying, but also just from a lifetime of dealing with your sisters. And it's incredible. It's so freaking good. Just from the get-go. The first shot is a monologue delivered by Carrie Coon that just hooked me right away and told me everything I needed to know about the setup of what's going on, and also just everything I need to know about her character. And then Elizabeth Olsen comes in and gives a very different monologue. So it's okay, now I understand the relationship between these two women. And then we got Natasha Lyonne, who's just kind of sitting there quietly, which also again just tells me everything I need to know. So that was just the perfect way to set up the film. There's so many things to praise with this film. I mean, the writing is at the core of it because it's just such an incredibly well written script. But then of course the performances are right there on top of it, just elevating this deeply emotional character study. Carrie Coon does such a great job of making me hate her character at times, because there were moments where I'm just yelling at the screen with just how frustrated I am with her. But her emotional response to the situation is so realistic because she's just kind of a controlling mother who needs to take everything into her own hands and gets frustrated at other people who aren't taking control of their own situation. And she's overreaching because she's, at an emotional high point, and she's just not recognizing that she's just projecting her own emotions onto other people because she can't handle her own emotions. And that's just so masterfully done. Natasha's so great. I connected with her the most, even though I wouldn't really call us the most similar of the three. Kind of in broad strokes. I definitely connected to all three of them, for sure, but probably Natasha the most. And what was so great, I literally had to stop the movie at one point just to break down the nuances of what her character had just done, because someone will be kind of talking at her and they'll ask her a question, and instead of responding directly to the question, she more so addresses the underlying question, the question that the person isn't asking her. And by doing that, she of course derails the conversation, and she gets a much bigger reaction out of the person she's talking to than she really anticipated. And so then she'll try to actually answer the question that was asked at her, but you can't put toothpaste back in the tube, so now she's just dealing with the consequences of addressing the underlying issues. And that's just so well done. And of course, gotta praise Elizabeth as well. Her particular praise would be more so her body acting of those times when she's not talking. There's one scene in particular where she's literally just sitting still trying to have a moment, and it's just there's just something about it. She nailed it. She really nailed that silence. The movie is just so realistic and real to life, and I love just how unique each of the women are, but you can very clearly see that they are sisters, they're connected, and how those connections both do work together and don't work together. And it's just, man, it's so well done. It's a masterclass in writing and such fantastic performances. So yeah, no, if you couldn't tell, I crazy loved this movie. It's so good. I almost had to stop it just because of how emotionally draining it was, because it's just you're watching three women deal with their dad dying, and that's really sad. But they just nailed it. So yeah, I love the movie, and I would recommend it, just cautiously, because it's not any old day you want to watch a movie that's gonna make you really sad. So just get yourself into the right mindset to watch this movie, and you're gonna have a really emotionally complex experience that's gonna leave you better off by the end. So yeah, it's a really good film. Just be in the right emotional state before you turn this one on. It's worth it though. It's 100% worth it. And now for my ranking. I put this at number 4 in the really like section. And this is a total of 66 new movies so far this year.